Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 180. 48.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Kelsey imposing his will. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Target.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Yellow.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And some room to run now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, 79 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Agba. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Grant. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Grant. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson options out left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Jackson, option right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check, check.
They will run with Grant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
40 yellow. That's your line. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 48.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Yellow. 48, Mike, 48. Mike, watch the smoke. Watch the pass. Here we go. 61. Matchbox, light. 0-15.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike 48. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 48's the Mike. Check.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I trying to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready. Mike 50. Run your job. Deuce. Max box. Right. 13. Check 13.
From the 31, Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now. Now what? All day, every day, any day. Let's go. Come on.
They go back to Grant. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Butker on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got shoot this side. I got shoot this side. We got three. We got three. Check the running back. 25. 25. All day, dog. Easy. Check 40. Alpha. Check 48 to Mike. I got him.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Grant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Jackson, throwing again, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darren Lee able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13.
Now a hit and a loose football. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you. I got you. 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. On first down, Grant. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Third down, Grant. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. Brings up third down. Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.